Welcome back to the Maven Show. This is your host Rohit. Today we have Jay, the entrepreneur, podcast host, and public speaker. Welcome, Jay, for getting into the show.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
It's going well. I think you've been into entrepreneurship for long. I just saw your profile, rolling it out. You're doing amazing stuff. So thought to talk you some around and having some bunch of things to go. And you would love to share some viewpoints of yours, how you got started with your entrepreneurship. So would you just like to give a quick intro of yourself first, how you got started into entrepreneurship?
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, look, pretty simple. I help people scale their business using PR, using advertising, using personal branding. And at the end of the day, doesn't matter how great you are if no one knows you. What's the point?
What few tips do you have to get started with the personal branding if someone is pretty quick, so like pretty beginner, like getting into personal branding? What few tips you would have to go?
Yeah, the first thing is you've got to put out content. How are people going to know you if they don't see you? So growing a personal brand is going to be the hardest thing at the beginning. It's the easiest thing to do, but it's the hardest thing to press a button and start recording yourself. So you really need to be able to push through those fears. Most people don't want to do a personal brand because they're worried about how people are going to judge them. What's the rejection like? And that's the hardest thing. But if you can push through it, you can do anything you want. So building a personal brand starts from content, starts from sharing people your story. And once you push through that, you can create anything.
Quality or quantity?
Quantity. Yeah, quantity. You don't just want to put out anything, but most people get caught up too much in quality. They don't do anything. So you'll realize it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to get the content out. People are buying the content. They're not buying how amazing the video is.
How you would like to explain how to charge more money from the clients and upselling them the best way possible?
Yeah, the reason why people pay more money is because that you position yourself as expensive. The difference between Nike and a pair of shoes that, from a third world country, it's the brand. It's the positioning, that people have made it. So once you do that with your own business, once you position yourself with media or press or TV, you start having these higher end clientele, you can start charging more money than the market. Now, depending on the market, could you charge $5,000 for a cup of coffee? Possibly, but it's going to be harder. But you could definitely charge $8, $7. Starbucks, they charge, $54. So if you want to charge $6, okay, so what's the difference? Why are people going to pay $6 for your coffee when they could get it for $2? Same thing with your service. So you have to figure out whatever business you're in. Okay, great. If I charge more money, where does the value come from?
Yeah.
If people can buy this for $50 and I'm $150, what is that $100 difference?
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. And that takes time because you need to figure out, it takes time to run a business. Where do you sit in the marketplace? What differentiation do you have? Just because we do customer service and, I'm really this, no one cares. My job is to give you the belief and the confidence and the ability so that you can share your message and story. That's what people are buying. They're not buying me helping them get in the media or television. I'm giving you the vision. I'm giving you the knowledge of if you do these things, you can get here. And you need me to help you get there. And here are the tools we use to do that. But if I just sell the bottle, anyone can buy a bottle of water. But if I show you how to drink it, how to hold it, how to digest it faster, now I'm valued higher. But if I'm just saying, hey, here's water, you're thirsty, well, why do I pay $4 when I can buy this for $3? So this is the power of personal branding. This is the power of selling you as well. Because if you can sell you with it, this is value. This is just water. This is just alkaline water. But when I come with it, now I'm selling the lifestyle. If I have beautiful women with me drinking this and I'm holding this, good looking people drink this water. Now I want to be like them.
Yeah.
Now people will pay $7 for it. But if I'm just a guy at home in the TV drinking a cup of water, they're like, okay, that is the power of perception.
How to keep going into entrepreneurship? Do you say, is it easy?
No, of course not, right? Because then you'd all be doing it, right? So at the end of the day, if you're willing to deal with the rejection and deal with the disappointment and deal with the despair and the feeling of not knowing the next move, if you're willing to get up every day and go again, but you can create whatever you want to create, that is where it's at. And wait until you have a chance to be able to control anything you want. You can control your income, you can control your time, you can control the clients you work with. This is the most powerful thing, because that's freedom. The ability that I can do this with you. It's Friday afternoon at 2:00. I'm here. I'm about to go to an event here, but I'm here in my apartment. I don't have to be at an office right now. Oh, I have to like leave. I can do whatever I want to do. And I think that's super powerful. I think people forget that, because we got one shot, man. We got one life. And I want to have the life that I want to have. Like, what kind of life do you want? And if you don't know, it's okay. But at least be in a position where, as an entrepreneur or as someone that has their own business, what do you want it to do? Why do you want to do this?
You do live shows, you do produce content on your socials, you are influencing like other people, like how to get going into the same as well.
Yeah, I'm very much a person that gives people belief in themselves, but I'm also not a person that likes to sit in excuses. I will give you the belief. I will break anybody's limiting mindset. The reason why we're not where we're supposed to be, it's got nothing to do with resources. It's got to do with belief. Who told you that? Right? Most people are scared. So I'll give you people a plan, and I'll give people a very logical plan. And I'm not quick to allow excuses to ruin the plan. Dude, if you want to learn something, use money to pay someone to help you. That's it. There's very logic thinking.
Exactly.
If you're hungry and you don't have food in the fridge, you go to the restaurant or the cafe, you give money for something to fulfill your hunger.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with business. If you don't know something, there is so many resources now, man, for free, for very little money, that requires that all it takes is you just got to sit and study for a little bit. And I think so many people, man, forget that they've got to invest in themselves, or they don't commit long enough. They're not consistent.
But I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Consistency, man, is going to be a very powerful thing for most people. And most people give up way too early, including myself. If something's not working within 2 weeks, we want to give up. No, that's not how it works. Put 3 years in it every day. Then maybe you can re-ask, why is it not working? So I try to go back to the old school ways of like, how do you grow something? It's going to take time. So just do those things that are going to give you value in the long run. It's like creating content is building wealth online. You're building assets. So I like building assets when it comes to online, because if you do a video every day for the next year, I don't know what's going to happen, but you're going to definitely at least have 365 videos.
Any best advice do you have if someone is getting started with entrepreneurship or getting into even marketing?
Just get ready. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it straight away. Like, if you got to understand, like, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get rejected over and over again. And it's going to be painful, and you're going to cry, and you're not going to kill it within the first month or year or 10 years. This is the truth. If you're okay with that, you push through, you can't lose. But I tell new people, like, it's okay. Not everyone's meant to be an entrepreneur. But go ahead and try it. But just know that you're going to get rejected. You're going to be let down. Someone's going to screw you. You're going to have a bad proposal. You're going to get a bad deal. You will have all these. So I try to tell people straight up of what's going to happen before it's going to happen. Then they're like not worried.
Well, that's all, Jay. Thank you so much for getting into the show and sharing these insights, I guess. We would love to have it probably into next season or so. Thank you so much for getting into the show, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.